Yes. What's going on, family? What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's stream with the Profit Society gang. Super excited to be here with every single one of you guys today. And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, guys, in just a couple more minutes. Family. We'll get this thing fully on the road. And I'm excited for today's stream, man. Let's see if we can find something that we can take advantage of today. Yesterday's stream was absolutely fire, an absolute banger. And we're trying to come back today, guys, with another absolute fire banger as well for you guys all in the family, right? In the community. I do appreciate every single one of y'all that is with us today. Every single one of you guys that's watching live. All of y'all that already commented in the chats. You know, everybody that engages with us, you know, consistently. I do appreciate every single one of you guys so much, right? But in the meantime, family, go ahead and drop those locations in the chat. Go ahead and drop your locations in the Chizzy chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, because like I said, we are live, right? And I'm super excited to be here with you guys all. And we'll go ahead and get started, guys, in just a couple more minutes. A couple more minutes, family. We'll get this thing on the road. Let's get it. Yes, family. What's going on, guys? Welcome to this session for today. Super excited to be here with you guys all. Let me go ahead and turn down this music a little bit. Right, but I hope you guys are all having a phenomenal morning, family. Let's see who we got in the chat with us today. We got Brother O in the building. King Lion, what's up? Easy, Pip, Sniper, I see you. Victor, what's going on? All right, appreciate you. Marcus, top of the top to you as well, my brother. We got Eric in the building, Houston, Texas, checking in. What's going on? We got Tammy out there in the Bahamas. I appreciate you, Tammy, for tuning in. We got El Paso, Texas. Devin, what's up? Arkansas. We got Philly, right? St. Jude, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat, Jude. Appreciate you for being there with us as well. And again, St. Jude, man. Jude, you might be one of those other ones that we do bring up, you know, on stream, you know, provide some value to the family, right? We've been seeing what you know, the work you've been putting in, my brothers. So just be ready for that, right? But I see we got Oklahoma City, we got Cincinnati, Georgia on the check-in. We got Sconnect in the building. Shout out to the Silver Surfer, my boy Ra. What's going on, Reap? I appreciate you. We got Wisconsin, Ohio in the building. Tyson, good to see you in the chat, Tyson. I appreciate you, dog. We got ATL, Cleveland, Florida, Louisiana, Miami, Brooklyn, all checking in with us this morning. Super excited to be here with you guys all. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But I want to go ahead and get straight into it, family. And first of all, I personally don't have anything as of right now that I'm looking at. But, you know, we do got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Baylor with us this morning, starting off today's stream. All right, so I'm not sure if he has something that he has, because, you know, he's always ready, you know, to place some trades if the opportunity presents itself, right? So I do want to go ahead and give him a chance as well, just to welcome himself to the family. You know, give you guys a little bit of a nice little speech if he has it. You know, so Ray, my brother, are you there? How you feeling, man? You feeling good? You feeling phenomenal? I know I'm feeling absolutely great and phenomenal my damn self. But if you can hear me right now, how you feeling, bro? You feeling good over there? Let me know.
Yeah, bro. I'm doing great. I'm in a short on GCAD, so that's about to hit TP in probably the next 20 minutes or so. So
Sheesh.
yeah, I'm doing good. I got up about an hour and a half ago, and took GCAD sales, and it's moving real nice. So I can't
Nice.
complain at all, bro.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Sounds like you're having a great start to the morning. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Let's see what else the chat is talking about. We got Baton Rouge, Big Muskegon in the building, man. Shout out to all y'all out there in Muskegon, man. For real. You know, I see Devin's over there rubbing off on a lot of people out there in Michigan, right? So I appreciate y'all out there in Muskegon. You never know. Ray, I mean, last time we went to Michigan, Ray, how were you feeling about Michigan, right? Did you like the vibe out there in Michigan?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of cool people out in Michigan for sure, bro. I got to meet a lot of dope individuals,
Facts.
a lot of people that's about their money. So I enjoyed Michigan. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, honestly. You kind of hear, I don't know why, but you hear this and that about Michigan, but the people there, regardless of whatever Detroit or something may be going through, the people there are dope. I got nothing but love for Michigan for sure.
That's a fact. Yo, you remember, you can see my screen, right? You remember this building?
Oh yeah, the tip top.
Yeah, last time we was out there in Michigan, family, it was probably like 2 years ago, right? We actually held a trading event out there, and we got the top. Like, we literally was in the governor's suite at the top of this building right here. Like, literally at the top of the GM, well, like, literally, like, the top floor. Like, you couldn't go no higher. That shit was a vibe, right? So we might have to go ahead and get that room again if we do go back out to Michigan, bro, because that room was absolutely next level. Like, just it was crazy just being able to see how everything you could see the entire freaking state of Michigan up there, it seemed like. So that was a vibe for sure. All right, but let's see who else we got. We got the boy Kyle with us as well right now. Shout out to you, Kyle, bro, for tuning in with us. I appreciate you, my brother. You know, whenever you get a chance, definitely go ahead and unmute yourself, bro, and just get, talk your piece early session if you got anything to say. All right, but
Yo, what's going on, family? How you feeling today, Abel, man? How you feeling?
I mean, I'm blessed, right? Anytime I wake up in the morning, I'm always energetic. I feel amazing. I had a very early morning already, because I do have kids, so I was up around 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock, right? I don't need an alarm clock when I got kids around, especially younger kids, especially my daughter. She's a handful right now. She's about to go into her terrible 2 stage, so yeah, I don't plan on sleeping. All right, but I'm not a multi. I'm not up $100 million anyways, right? So I don't even deserve to sleep until I'm up 100 M. So, it is what it is.
Facts.
All right, but let's see. Gotta smash that like
Honestly,
button.
I do want to kind of go over a play I kind of see happening.
Go ahead,
Um,
do your thing, bro.
Most likely, might even today. And I promise you, you know, Wall Street rate might even get mad because I think he's looking at the same thing. Because I'm already knowing we're looking at the same thing. So, guys, I'm just gonna be paying attention to this right here. Just seeing how it reacts on GU. I feel like yesterday we sweep some liquidity, and I'm looking to see if that candle can get mitigated off of today, and maybe we can drop and go ahead and take out these lows, right? So I want to see really something like this, right? Kind of like an intraday continuation move to the downside, right? It's kind of simple. I'm kind of just looking for that to happen to see if we can roll over the day and this daily candle can close bearish. It's a possibility and something that I definitely see happening. I really want to see that if the DXY can give us some sort of bullishness, right? It can happen off of here, right? Or, to be honest, I also like this level too, right? These are 2 levels I've been stalking. To be honest, I feel like this might get wiped though because it's not 9:30. It's still 8:40. So, really we're just looking for some lower high territory, right? You know, I really, would like to play down here, and then we can get something like that. But just keep in mind, family, we can just stall out right where we're at, and we can go up. But the point of the matter is, I want to see DXY go up. I want to see it at least come up to here before we even start going back bearish, right? So, that's kind of just my bias, right? I want to see something like this happen on the dollar. And I will screenshot this and, maybe send it to you guys in the community. But yeah, I kind of really don't have much on USD CAD today. Surprisingly, I am still bearish on this though. So, take that as you wish. I don't really see the setup yet. Maybe that we can see. I mean, I'm not really too clear on USD CAD yet, so I'm not going to keep attempting it until I see that clear break of structure. I've already attempted it once, and I'm not going to keep attempting it until I see something very, very clear. EU, I mean, I see the same thing on EU that I do as GU, right? So, I want you guys to be mindful that, again, I'm kind of looking for that second scenario on EU. I kind of want to see if we can come up to here, and I can look to short once we come to mitigate that candle, right? And then we can play a risk to reward, something like this, right? I want to see something like this happen. Delete this line. So this is I'm gonna take off the volume and stuff, make it look a whole lot better. Shout out Skaggs if he's on the call. He likes to trade the volume, right? Shout out to all my Wyckoff traders on here. I started trading the volume, and I want you guys to peep how the buying volume diminished, right? I want you guys to, all my Wyckoff guys on this call is gonna be mad proud of me for just spying this out. I want you guys to see how EU was buying, then we reached a climax, right? And then we want to compare the buying volume to the previous buying structure. So the yellow is buying volume. So this was the last buying volume high, and then it started diminishing, right? It's crazy how, volume, we were creating highs, but volume was slowly decreasing day by day. Right? You see how this high, the buying volume was very, very high. But once we started getting higher and higher, isn't it crazy? Price started going higher, but volume started going lower. So that right there, that is price and volume divergence, right? And at the end of the day, that can help give you guys signal of a potential spring for a distribution, right? So, to be honest, obviously, do I think this could be the top of EU? We go bearish for a long time? No, but it's a good possible skim that could play out, and maybe give you guys a counter trend move before we start buying. Or hey, at the end of the day, I'm taking the sell regardless. I'm going to play it unless we get something better, and I'll keep you guys updated if that's the case. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm looking for. Kind of just want to see that one last spike up from EU, and then I'll be selling from that level. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert. The levels 105.63. On GU, my level is 1222 flat, right? So for any of you guys that want to sell GU with me, we're actually literally about 20 pips away from our desired entry point. If you were playing GU, then this would be your risk to reward. I actually might play EU because it has a better risk to reward. I would have to play a 50 pip stop. If you were playing that 50 pip stop for a 250 pips, so that's a 1 to 5. This one is a 1 to 8 because my stop is actually only about 30 pips. So I will be taking this one. I'm gonna have an alert right here. Now for GU, what I'm pretty sure maybe Wall Street Ray or maybe some individuals on this call might do is, and I do this a lot of times too. I'll put an alert and I'll put in a line right at the entry point, and then sometimes I'll go down to like the 5 minute or like the 1 minute, and then just wait for a 1 minute reaction off of this level, and then put my stop loss like very small. Like wait, this is also a possibility. I'm gonna play EU, but I'm also gonna look for something like this on GU to maybe see if I can get like another entry, and then you guys can do something like this on the lower time frame, and then catch like let's say you short like this, your stop loss is right here. When you're in the lower time frames, correlating with a higher time frame bias, you guys can get risk to rewards like these. So 1 to 22. That's if you guys wait for it to tap the same level I was mentioning, but wait for a lower time frame breaks of structures to go from bullish to bearish. Then start playing the bearish scenarios on a low time frame, stop loss, risk to reward setting, and swing it down. And you guys can catch something like that. This is for really my more advanced traders though. So if you're not advanced, just mark the level and observe. Mark the level, push the button, and just wait. And you'll see your outcome later on. Right, but with that being said, honestly, guys, that's just kind of what I'm seeing today. If anything changes, I definitely will let you guys know. I kind of want to hear Ray's feedback, bro. Like, what do you think about GU, bro? Honestly, this is I'm really gonna take EU for the day. So obviously, my GU bias could be wrong. Ray could be right. But I have a good feeling he's probably looking at the same thing as me. And what about you, Abel?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're for the most part expecting some type of reaction out of those highs. All right, I think we're for the most part on the same accord from that. But I'm actually interested to see how the market is about to react, right? Because if we do go back up, to these higher levels, how are we gonna react? How are we gonna respond? All right, that's like the biggest thing. I'm just more so on the sidelines of right now, seeing how we react and respond. But I am looking for, some continuations to the downside too for Euro USD. Like I have that same similar markup for Euro. Yeah, very similar idea that I wanted to see play out. But we'll see what the market gives us.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is me and Abel are about to be taking this EU as soon as we get up here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm comfortable risking a percent or two.
Yeah, me personally, I'll be putting 0.5% on this. But regardless, I'll be in the trade.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Yo, check out NZD USD real quick, because they actually told me to look at it last night, and obviously it's gonna be similar biases to GU EU, but I think it just looks very interesting.
Okay. Honestly, this is I actually like this pair a lot.
I mean, just look at it from the daily, like go bigger time frame.
This is great. I like this So honestly, if you were to ask me, this is the easiest play you could ever play. This is the easiest play. Like,
I mean, just
I don't think it gets.
look at how we reacted out of the daily. Like, go to the daily. The daily is what really caught my attention more than anything. Just seeing how we reacted off of that test up there. All right, like we had a very strong reaction from that high.
Yep. So at the end of the day, look bearish on NU. Like Abel said, yeah, I like that reaction. And it's like this is protected price action technically, right? Because at the end of the day, it mitigated off of the daily candle, mitigated in the 4-hour. Now we have yet to mitigate and give us that full wave down on the. Man, I'm about to post this, bro. This looks so good.
It looks interesting for sure. All right, and we're just building up so much sell side liquidity too. Like a lot of liquidity is being built up now, but on those lows, those equal lows that were left behind. I mean,
and then for you guys that look at volume too. Look at this. We're creating new highs, but volume is going down. So at the end of the day, I'm actually gonna put an alert. Wow, that's a great setup. I'm gonna actually put in an alert, and I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna play this candle, and if you trade it and you play that, and even if it gets raided, I would play this too, because this is so protected that once it raids this high, like it's either gonna come up here and melt, or it's gonna come up here and just blow past through that. Yeah. My confidence, I'm a lot more confident in us selling off. But even if we just blow past through that, I'm kind of just gonna throw away my idea of NU sells if we blow past that, So the invalidation level is really only 15 pips. So if you're willing to risk 15 pips, I mean that's better than the risk I was risking on EU. So I think I would be willing to risk on NU as well. To be honest, might do half risk on both. So I got an alert.
This is the coolest thing about this too, guys, right? Because for the most part, if you understand what the dollar is going to do, then you should have an idea of what every single other correlated dollar pair should do as well, right? So then it's just about figuring out which one looks the cleanest to you, right? Because we could take EU, we could take GU, we could take NU, we could take AU, right? They all are probably going to move similarly, but which one looks the cleanest? Which one giving you the most confidence in the actual setup? And that's why I wanted to look at that NU, because I think the NU it looks a little bit cleaner in my opinion, in terms of where we can target, right? It's not even just the entry. I love the reaction, but where can we target? Where are our exits going to be at? And I just think NZD USD gives us a little bit more of a clearer perspective as in terms of targets and where we could potentially lead towards. Right, so that's just a gem for you guys in the chat, family, right? Whenever you guys are looking at these pairs, just pick the one that makes the most sense, that looks the cleanest, right? If you're expecting sell side pressure for EU, if there isn't no fundamental data involved, then everything else is going to be selling too, right? If you're expecting sells on EU, AU should be selling, NU should be selling, right? GU should be selling. So just use that to your advantage. Find the cleanest setup out of those groups, right? Out of the group of those, pairs, and then pick the one that makes the most sense to you, the one that's the most cleanest.
Now, for you guys on the call, I think this is gonna like help you guys kind of get that concept a lot more down pat. And I heard this quote one time from a very well-known trader, and he always said, "Observe many, but only trade a few." Right? So, at the end of the day, pick. I tell people this all the time. You shouldn't be trading 100 pairs or every pair in the forex market. Pick 3 to 4 pairs, sometimes even 2 to 3 pairs, right? And only actually execute on those pairs. That doesn't mean you don't have to look at other pairs. Like Abel said, he's looking at EU and GU. Me myself, I'm looking at EU and GU. The only pairs I trade is EU, GU, and UCAD. But that doesn't mean not to look at pairs like NU, AU, and maybe GU, right? Maybe there's a lot of other crosses out there, but I want you guys to get the premises as well, and I want to like, give the point into your brain that you can observe many, but still only trade a few, and that's gonna help you guys out a lot because at the end of the day, even if you guys only trade oil, right? A pair that you can observe that'll give you guys a better consensus of your bias in oil is UCAD, right? Let's say you trade, GU, right? You might want to be looking at GJ to seeing how the pound strength is moving, right? It's just things like that. Like you can trade only a few pairs, but you can observe many, and that can give you guys a lot more help when it comes to looking at the charts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Let me just catch up on the chat because they've been going crazy in the chat for sure. Let's see what we got here. Smash that like button. Yeah, family, go ahead and smash the like button for us one time. All right, one time. Go ahead and smash that like button. Get us them likes up. Let's get to 100 likes ASAP. The sooner we get to 100 likes, guys, the more susceptible we are to actually give y'all some more bangers. All right, give y'all some more opportunities, right? So go ahead and smash the like button. Just do us that one favor, and we appreciate y'all for that for sure. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Silver Surfer, yeah, right. Reap, we could definitely get you on one of these, one of these days for sure, bro, as well. Let's see. Probably missed NAS. Started pushing since pre-New York. I haven't even really looked at NAS yet, so we'll take a look at that. Let's see. If GBPUSD goes up there, I'll probably get break even on GJ. Very possible. GJ is another one, guys, too, that I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on. All right, very interesting session yesterday. Where we were able to go back and forth. Pretty much me and Skaggs just bounce off our personal ideas on GJ. And it was interesting to see how it played out. All right. Let's see. Take a look at gold. Yeah, we'll take a look at all these pairs, guys. GJ we'll take a look at. We'll take a look at gold. Let's see. Shout out to my little bro Danny in the chat. I appreciate you. What's going on, Jay? Let's see. Yeah, like the video. Definitely appreciate you, Glamorous. What's the volume indicator? It's literally called volume, right? Like it's the most basic indicator that you have access to, but also one of the most powerful ones, right? So just simply type in volume and it'll come up. Let's see. I'm expecting UJ to melt. All right. Cool. What pair did he say correlates with oil? I didn't even hear what you said. You were talking about maybe USD CAD, right? You said correlates with oil, Kyle. Was that you saying that correlate with oil? I didn't say about no correlation with oil, but normally oil is what correlates with USD CAD, right? With mainly anything Canadian, right? Because Canada is a very big player, guys, in the oil space, right? So anything that happens with oil usually has a very strong effect to their actual currency as a whole, all right? Just because of how much they import and export as a country, right? So usually it's gonna influence the Canadian dollar more than anything, for sure. All right, but let's see. All right, so let's go take a look at. Kyle, you have anything else you wanted to look at, bro? I think you're all set. So let me go ahead and take this. Ray, you got anything that you want to look at, my brother? Or are you just monitoring, managing your positions that you're already in?
Yeah, I can, do a quick teach for a second, but so far as like, active, trades that you can participate in, I don't really see nothing. I took AJ this morning. That played out. Then GA kind of reversed on me, so I'm not mad, but I'm just interested in why that happened. Not GA, but GCAD. The market could still drop, but I got in up here looking for the bottom of that range to go. We didn't quite reach, so I still have my entry open. Hopefully we create a lower high, but if not, it's cool. I only risk 4 or 5 pips on AJ, risk 9 pips on GCAD. So, real low risk today. I had 1 TP hit. GCAD is still, trying to make its mind up. And only reason I showed this is like, I'm not entering again personally. And I didn't anticipate on this happening, but I am just letting y'all know, that I am short, right? But I did short from here. I didn't short from here. So the fact that the market did come up the way it did, I'm not saying it can't drop. I just don't feel like the likelihood is as high as it was before. But if you do want to try to participate in it, you can. You know, just like I said, just don't hold it against me, because again, I got in over here. So, you know, outside of that, you know, I'm pretty much chilling. I just took 2 trades today. You know, I somewhat agree with the GU, but there's things about it that bother me. You know, I'm not saying that it won't drop. It definitely can drop. I've just seen better price action from GU before in the past. Now, you know, with me wanting GA to drop, it's probably in GU's best interest to correlate with that. So, you know, I'm going to lean more towards the sell side as well. I just typically see a better point of interest over here. And I do see one here. You know, we do have this imbalance. You know, we do have a buy to sell, even though the sell isn't that big. You know, when I see stuff like this, that this usually gives me cause to pause, right? So, you know, I'm interested to see what'll happen in those types of candles. You know, the market could drop from there, so I'm not saying it can't. You know, just the whole premise of risk to reward, buy low, sell high. You know, strong high right here. So, you know, it could definitely drop. I've just seen better price action in my years of trading. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. You know, and GCAD, which it does look like is dropping now. We'll see what that does. Was able to capitalize on AJ. I almost got scared out of this trade completely. I actually did close a little bit of it because I got in here. So when this happened, I actually closed a couple positions, which I shouldn't have done. But because the market was just creating a strong high to go attack the low. But essentially, I'm just trading on the lower time frame to get down to this higher time frame buy. So because there's trends within trends, and this is what I try to tell people. Like, a lot of people wouldn't even try to analyze this, you know, like, but there's price action within these few candles right here. There's still price action in there. So if I know that I'm targeting lows, okay, then now I can go to a lower time frame and look at the market structure, right? So, you know, obviously I see a high, weak high, new low. So the market comes back and respects this, right? We come here, give me this sweep, new low. So now that's my high, that's my low. Then the market retraces back into this area, then we target the low again. And it's pretty simple once you really get the hang of it. So like I said, the reason why this is important is because you guys may be waiting on this higher time frame point of interest when you can knock out a 1 minute trade, right? And it may appear like I'm scalping, but I'm not, because I'm still, you know, I still have targets. I still have, you know, larger targets that I'm risking, you know? So even though it may appear like a scalp, I'm still trading with the same strategy that I would trade on a higher time frame. So, you know, just take little nugs like that into consideration. You know, identify your higher time frame zones and trade to them on the lower time frame if you choose to do so. Or you could just wait on the big picture, whatever you're most comfortable with. Like I said, I like to get my trades over and done with as fast as possible. So that's why I execute on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. But like I said, those are the only 2 trades I'm in. You can go ahead and take it away and go over whatever you want to go over.
Interesting for sure, right? But how you guys feeling in the chat, family? All right, how you guys feeling in the chat? Let's see, never close my gold position. It reversed all the way. That sucks, Eric. I hate when that happens. When we forget to get out. or set positions, close orders, all that good stuff. That's definitely super, super annoying. But let me go ahead and just give you a rundown as to what I think can happen for gold. Just like all the other ones, right? Again, gold is just another similar thing that's probably gonna follow suit with Euro, GU, AU. I would love to see this thing, go ahead and give us an opportunity to go lower, right? So right now, guys, we're looking at it from the daily time frame. Is looking at the daily. First thing that I notice is these highs up here. We did get, price to run these highs up here on gold, right? We're talking about, this is the 1808 level, all right? We did get price to run up there 2 days ago, and we actually seen, one of my favorite candlestick patterns, to look for, right? I was talking about this last night as well on my stream, right? This flip right here, right? It's not just the engulfing itself, but it's how the engulfing actually formed, right? We see the market, guys. This daily candle at one point was actually above structure, right? It was above all these highs. But then we had a lot of selling pressure came in that ended up forcing that engulfing panel to show, right? So I love this type of pattern right here, all right, where we actually run the high and still end up having enough selling pressure to go ahead and go bearish. That, it just tells me everything that I freaking need to know, right? So now that I have that play and just seeing how we're reacting off of these extreme highs up here of this range, yeah, I think that there is a good chance for this thing to go lower. But this looks very similar, guys, to NZD USD right now, where we had a very big sell-off, but all we've been doing since then has just been accumulating orders. All right, so all we're doing right here is just accumulating orders. We're building up more liquidity. We're creating more liquidity for then eventually to run liquidity, right, and then give us an opportunity to go ahead and go to the downside, in my opinion, right? So that's what I'll be looking for gold, if I'm gonna be playing it, right, which I am, because gold is one of my setups that I really like, or one of the pairs that I love to trade. So I would like to see something like this for gold, though. All right, I'll break out to the upside, capture all this buy side liquidity that we have built up outside of this little consolidation, come up to this level of structure right here, see how the market reacts, and then from there we can go ahead and start looking for some shorts. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for, keeping my eyes on as well, guys, for gold. Now again, that can happen, it could happen today, or it might not do anything today, right? You just don't know how these markets are gonna react, right? Because that is this is a little ways away, right? This is about almost 100 200 pips away. So is there an opportunity for us to get in and ride this buy up? All right, is there a chance for us to actually get in and potentially ride this thing up into that key level? I mean, it's possible. All right, let's go lower time frames and see what we got. Lower time frame, the only thing that, like, the lower time frame is interesting, but I'm not really seeing too much, maybe besides obviously what we're currently seeing. We had these lows right here that were just ran, and then the market immediately goes ahead and shifts to the upside. So if there is a potential, all right, this is what I'll be looking for gold, right? I already see what I'm looking at now, right? I would love to see the market come back down to these lows, run these lows, right? And if we're able to see price go ahead and get down into this level, I think that can give us an opportunity to go bullish, right? So specifically, guys, I want to see price go below this 1774, but my entry is going to be more so around these levels, for me personally, right? So I want to see it clear 1774. Once we clear 1774, that's when I'm going to start to get ready for my entries. But I'm really going to be entering around 1772, all right? Somewhere back near these extreme lows down here. All right, so that's a potential play here for gold. I don't know. If you think that we are going to be going bullish, then that's the opportunity to take advantage of, right? So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I'll keep my eyes on this with you guys as well. See what we play out. Only thing that I really don't like about, and again, because I was actually looking at potential sells last night, right, on gold, but then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna take it, right? And the reason why I didn't take it is just because, we're trying. I don't like looking for sells, guys, after already a big sell-off, and now we're already trading in discounted price points, right? If I want to look for sells, I needed to be in premium levels, right? I needed to be back up near the highs, right? So that's why I ended up, shying away from the actual sell that I was looking at last night, the smaller term sell. I'm glad I did too, because this thing did end up just continuing a little bit higher. But yeah, so I'm not interested in no sells from this area. But if we can get an entry for the buy, that could play out. All right, that could play out. I would just have to see it again near this 1772 level and see how we play off of that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and set an alert. We're going to set this alert so that we are aware and we are ready for price, you know, if it does get down into these levels. Yeah. Yeah, we have a little bit of inefficient. Yeah, I like it. I like it. We're going to see how it plays out either way, though, guys. Right? So that's my analysis on gold. Right? How I feel about gold for sure. I feel like this. All right, so let's see what else you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's see. Never close my gold. Yeah, that's tough. Hola from New Jersey. What's going on, Linda? Good to see you in the chat. Right, big shout out to all of our newest subscribers as well that just subscribed on this stream. I appreciate y'all. You know, we love you guys. We appreciate y'all for showing us love, for supporting. Hopefully you guys subscribe because you guys are getting some value. And just know we will be providing y'all with massive value moving forward as well, for as long as you guys are subscribed, right? So shout out to y'all. Let's see. Do you think GJ will keep going down from here, right? So let's actually go ahead and look at that GJ now, right? Because like I said, there's a lot of different things, guys, that GJ can realistically do. So yesterday, I was bullish yesterday, right? And the opportunity that we looked at, actually both times, ended up playing out. All right, let's see. Can I actually like bring back my markups? I don't know why my markups disappeared. Where my GJ markup, right? But yesterday, guys, we ended up taking the buy. Well, we had our initial setup was down here, right? Like, this is where my actual entry was, right? Was down here at these levels. And the setup looks something like this, right? Again, we were looking at it, guys, from this standpoint yesterday, right? This is literally what I was looking for. The market itself ended up, you know, not getting to where I wanted to get to before it ended up just flying, right? So that was a setup that we called out yesterday. I missed it. I wasn't able to take advantage of it, but I still held my position, right? And I told you guys, you know, throughout the day and even on my Asian session that I was still holding my position, you know, and the market did eventually finally fill me in, right? So I was able to get this entry for GJ, the one that we initially spoke about yesterday. And yeah, this thing just ends up going in our favor, right? And even last night, you know, we were monitoring this thing live in real time. I was monitoring with everybody, right? And yeah, you know, it's been doing its thing. And we finally did, hit that TP, you know, so that was a banger trade, right? So that's just a quick update for that one, right? Let's go ahead and talk about what we can happen next. Like, what can we expect next for GJ? I still am a fan, guys, of seeing this thing ended up, you know, selling off for sure. All right, I would love to see this thing go ahead and continue bearish, in my opinion. There's nothing that we could take advantage of right now, though. All right, this thing is already moving. All right, I kind of wish I was paying attention to it. But even then, I probably wouldn't have taken that sell either way unless we seen like another sweep of these little highs right there. But I do think we're going to continue bearish, right? Just to answer your question, Rico. I do think we are going to continue bearish. I see more downside for sure. And at this point, I would love to see this thing really just come and start targeting a lot of these, you know, these major levels of structure that we have been creating. So yeah, I'm a big fan of shorting GBPJPY. I mean, just look at the weekly time frame real quick, right? Weekly time frame is telling a story in itself. You had all this resistance here, right? All this level of structure that was just building up so much liquidity. The market ends up running that liquidity, right? When we finally got the candle closure, but then immediately got completely rejected, right? Right back to below that level of structure. And then what happened? A few weeks later, we also got another very strong big, you know, engulfing, right? And I don't know. I just think this has a lot of selling side liquidity, guys, that we could potentially target, right? A lot of downside, in my opinion, for sure, is coming up for GJ. So I'm a seller, all right? I'm a GJ seller for sure. It's just a matter of now finding the right entry to get in, right? Because I'm not in this. All right, we gotta allow this thing to just do what it's doing, right? This thing is just absolutely on fire right now, right? So now that we are seeing, you know, these shorter term, lower time frame breaks of structure, you know, maybe we could start to see a little bit of the market pull back for us and give us an opportunity to go ahead and go short. You know, if I'm gonna be looking for a potential entry, guys, on GJ, it will probably have to be somewhere back up around this level up here, right? I really want to play, you know, this little pause in the market right here, right? This little pause. Just because that's a pause that probably built up enough liquidity that caused us to actually run these lows. So I'll be looking to see how we play off of that level personally speaking, looking for something like this could be a potential play here for GJ, in my opinion, of course, right? I could be completely wrong, but I can also be right, but either way, that's what I'm gonna be looking for. In terms of my stop loss, I can have either a super tight stop loss if we're able to get our entry up at these highs, right above this little swing high right here, short-term little move. Or if you want to just be a little bit more conservative, you can also just have it all the way above the swing high, all the way at the highs if you truly want, because we're still going to get some decent risk rewards, right? It's not going to be the best, but even like this type of setup is still almost a 3-to-1. I'm expecting us to fully break this level as well, right? So if we break that low right there, we're talking about going for, much further, right? Which could turn into a 6-to-1, a 7-to-1 type of risk reward setup. All right, so it looks interesting. We just got to be patient, though, and see if the market gives us that opportunity now. All right, as of right now, we have a lot of selling pressure on GJ. All right, so the moment we get this pullback, I think that can give us a potential play for sure. All right, so that's just my thoughts.
I like
and
that.
opinions.
I like that a lot. I'd actually, like to see them pound pairs continue to drop, because, I'm gonna hijack the screen for a second. But drop a dollar sign in the chat if you went ahead and sniped this GU with me. I mentioned the 12200 level, right? Flat, right? I had mentioned that exact level to you guys, and it's crazy because like that exact like scenario that I told you guys happened. I had the original risk at the 50 pip stop. Whatever risk you took this trade on, honestly, you're in profit because, just kind of just sniped that entry. But, I was originally mentioning this like big stop, but I told you guys to at least mark out the level and go down to the 5 minute or the 1 minute. And then what you can do is play something like this, right? You wait for that bullish structure to keep pushing up into that level, and then you wait for bearish structure to start forming, right? You wait for it to start going from higher highs, higher lows to lower lows and then lower highs. And that's exactly what I did. Once I kind of saw, this little move, I was like, I'm going to play this right here with like a 5 pip stop loss. And, if it violates, then, it's pretty much going to break that entire, move and probably keep going up. And, since this candle was so big, it probably could have tested even like a little bit more higher. And it still can, right? And still play this candle. I'm playing the open of this candle, right? So at the end of the day, you could have waited for the 50% and whatnot. And, that could also be a potential entry. Let's say 9:30 open comes out and like we just spike up or something. Like that's something that can happen. We can still technically play the 50% of that candle and this trade still be valid. But me personally, I didn't wait for the 50%, nor am I gonna give you guys that level to take that trade off of because to be honest, it's not really in my risk parameters, right? It's not really in my risk, especially since that candle is so big. I'd rather just kind of take it off of that. I kind of just rather take it off of that and go break even once we break this. Once we kind of break that candle, I'd rather just go break even. And if this hits, it hits, right? I'm not gonna marry this bias, right? Just the fact that we got a good entry on it is good enough. If we close this 30-minute candle engulfing, then that's going to give me more confidence. But I see a lot of you guys dropping dollar signs. There's about like 3 of you guys that, had the balls enough to press the button once it came up to the level. And, that's what it's about when we always rant to you guys about having discipline and having the mental fortitude to execute whenever your plan presents itself. I mean, as long as you guys have the mental fortitude of like just being disciplined, not only being disciplined of not taking certain trades and not risking certain amounts, but also being disciplined enough to take the trade whenever it comes to a level that you marked up. So, with that being said, to be honest, do I still want to see EU do the move that I originally intended? Yes, but this is kind of a preemptive entry just in case the dollar just decides to go up from where it's at. So, at the end of the day, we still have 9:30 open. We still have 10 o'clock candle, which is, a volatile candle for me as well. So if you ask me, guys, if you are in this trade, reduce your risk to like something like that. Right, I wouldn't take more than a 5 pip loss on this thing at this point. Because if it does come back up to this high, I'd rather be out the trade and not even risking anything on it. And I'd rather just wait for maybe the 50% at that point, right? This is how you guys risk manage properly, right? A lot of you guys would take the initial trade and then hold it forever and then take another position at the 50%. And then you're double risked on this trade. Honestly, for me, I'm just going to take what I did was my plan. I took a half risk up here. And then once we gave the reaction that I was looking for, I'm going to reduce my stop loss and reduce my risk even more. So I'm not even risking a half risk anymore. I'm risking like quarter risk, like even less than that at this point. So when I truly say that if it does come back up, I wouldn't care. I really wouldn't, because my stop loss, I have the same lot size in this trade, but my stop loss is reduced so much, that if it does come back up there, I see it invalidating anyway. And my risk would be 6 pips, which is not even 0.5%. And, if I did kind of see data still going in my favor, for dollar, and I still want to see that reaction kind of play out, then who knows? I'll let you guys know if I take it again at the 50, because it's looking like it might come up and wipe again. So, I'll let you guys know if I take it again at the 50. Honestly, if it comes up to the 50, I might as well just take EU instead. So, to be honest, I'm looking to see EU and GU drop. Whether this is the entry or not, I'm just going to be in this entry chilling with the 6 pip stop regardless. And if that's not the entry, then, I'd rather just take EU, right? But, keep your eyes out on EU. And if you were somebody that was eyeing down GU, just keep an eye on this 30-minute candle closure. If this 30-minute candle keeps closing like that, like, it's a good sign that it's probably going to continue up. I'm not going to close or manage or change my trade or anything, but this 30-minute candle close is very important. It should be starting to close bearish. So we got 5 minutes left on it. I'm going to keep an eye on it. And, that actually correlates a lot with GJ because, as you guys can see, Abel's looking for sells on GJ. That would have been a good entry up here, to be honest. It was kind of hard to read it from here, though. Just got to give you guys, the GJ traders, some props. I'm bearish on GJ, but this one you would have had to went digging onto a 30-minute time frame and played the 50-minute, the 50% of that. Like, it would have been a little bit more of a risky play. So, at the end of the day, I kind of see the same thing that Abel's talking about. If we kind of get some retracement, you can short from like up here. Yep, this candle. I'm pretty sure Abel's looking at the same thing. I think he was talking about that. But yeah, let's see if we can get some pound weakness today, or some pound strength, actually. And let's see if we can have these pairs drop. But yeah, GJ for the win. The pound pairs for the win. Sell pound.
I do want to go over Ethereum real quick.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Ethereum.
So, if y'all was on the call on Sunday, I believe it was Sunday, either Sunday or Monday. Skaggs was asking me what I thought about it. And I don't know if any of y'all remember that setup, but if you took it, you should be up a nice bag. So, we took some sales up here. Looking for the original. There it is. So, this was the setup that we talked about on the 4th. So, yeah, that was Sunday. I think it's Sunday. My math sucks. I think that's Sunday. Is that Sunday? Yeah, that's Sunday. When you're an entrepreneur, every day is the same. So, but anyway, this was a setup we were potentially looking at. Obviously, looking at lows being taken out, 1,200 being a potential target. We definitely got that beautiful move. So I don't know if anybody is able to take that, but a lot of hindsight today. I got a couple trades that hit TP today as well, but yeah, GJ, that's looking like something. GU, all the pairs that y'all got for real. I got some runners going right now. So, outside of that, I'm pretty much chilling. I did want to take a quick peek at GCAD again to see if that was doing anything. So, yeah, if you guys decided to take that, I do think it's going to drop now. With us taking this high out here and actually creating, a candle with some more volume inside of it, I wouldn't be surprised to see us go into attack that low. So if y'all did take it when we talked about it, you win a couple pips in drawdown, but I would anticipate a rollover now. So, definitely look for GCAD to melt alongside with the other GBP pairs. There is CAD news in 30 minutes, I believe. If it ain't already hit, I got it.
Yeah, no, it's like 30 minutes.
Okay, so.
And that's a big boy news, too. It's interest rate decision.
Yeah, so, just be aware of that. I'm cool either way with my stop loss, unless I get some slippage or something. But I don't, it's a risk you got to take. It is what it is. But, I do believe that we should get some lower prices on this, all right? So if anybody that's trading GCAD, I'm in the sale, so if y'all want to capitalize off of that, be sure to make sure you do so, all right? But that's all I got for today, man. They just want to show y'all a couple afters from your Ethereum earlier this week. Now moved on to GCAD, XAUUSD, JPY. There's going to be a buy coming up. So obviously I know a lot of y'all missed that sale, so I'm not even really talking about that. But I do want to see these lows here be targeted. And then once we get underneath this point, we could potentially see some buying take place at 91.2 area, that region down here. So, or 913, somewhere down there. So be looking at that for AJ, okay? But outside of that, again, I'm pretty much done for the day, all right?
Nice. All right, so New York Stock Exchange just opened up, family, so do expect some type of volatility to enter the market. Just be mindful of that. Let's see how the indices are looking. Yeah, I'm going to take back to screen share for a second. And let's see what we got here. Right now that is open. Where's my music at? All right, bet. Let's see how this market is about to play out, family. All right. Very interesting reaction here on NAS. We ended up swiping below these lows here on the 1 hour time frame. and ended up actually showing a nice little strong reaction off of these lows. Decent reaction to say the least. But what is going to happen next? What is going to happen next? Let's see how they all looking. Nothing too crazy. Gold still waiting for. NZD USD, how that's doing. NZD USD is getting very close. It's getting closer and closer to where I would like to sell from. And GJ looks like it's finally starting to pull back. You know, so again, looking for, you know, price around these levels, guys, could give us a nice play. You know, once we get to this 167 level, that's when I'm going to start to, you know, look for that bearish pressure, right? That selling confirmation, right? Whether it's, you know, a market structure break or some type of candlestick plays. You know, there's a bunch of different, you know, confirmations that you could use for entries. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm gonna be doing. We're waiting to see if we can get up there, which I'm pretty positive we're gonna get up there very, very soon. So we'll see how we react off there, guys. That could be the one trade that I also take with you guys live as well. And let's see, Euro JPY. I'm actually very upset with myself, because this was an absolute banger that I spoke to you guys about. I don't know if I spoke to you guys about it yesterday, right? But look at how this market just reacted from this kill zone. Like, I literally just looked at it maybe 5 minutes ago. I'm like, damn, we missed another one. I think that's one of like the biggest downsides, guys, to having a bunch of different setups that you're analyzing, for one, and for two, also being, you know, the quote unquote educator, right? Because you have to do so many different analysis, right? You do so many different markups because of recommendations that you miss out on a bunch of the good ones that you initially looked for yourself, right? You know, this EJ was an absolute beautiful reaction from this level, and I do think that there's a good chance that we continue rolling over to the downside. Yeah, I think there's a good chance for us to continue rolling over, right? So if anybody's selling this, I don't know if you guys are, but if you guys are, yeah, I think you can continue to go ahead and short this for sure. All right, it just looks very juicy, very juicy, right? But let's go back. Let's go ahead and just keep our eyes on these, you know, GJ, NZD USD. Let's see, Euro USD is not near my area. I need Euro USD to go up a little bit higher before I'm interested in it. I really don't have no care in the world for GU, personally speaking. I'm gonna leave that to Kyle. Let's see, what's this? UJ looking very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for some buys off of GJ, guys. I mean, off of UJ down here. All right, I'm gonna be looking for some buys off of UJ, you know, closer to these lower extremes, right? Even though we have been, you know, pretty bearish lately, you know, over the past, I mean, literally for the past month or so, right? We've been very, you know, very bearish. I think, and again, I could be wrong, right? Just a disclaimer. But I think there's a good chance that this could realistically be, guys, the low of this move that we've seen here, right? Like, I would not be surprised by that. Now, we really haven't seen no type of confirmation in terms of like a technical major break of structure or anything like that, you know, but I think there's a good chance, right? The only thing technical wise is just how we reacted off of these lows down here, right? Getting that nice reaction off of these lows, like the only little thing that we've seen. But again, we haven't really seen, at least on these bigger time frames, guys, any major shift of structure, right? Any major change of character type of break of structure. I'm pretty sure if you go to lower time frame, you'll be able to find a bunch, but bigger time frame, we really haven't seen it, right? So there's going to be a much more riskier play here if you are interested in looking for some buys on UJ. But I think that there is a good chance for this to actually play out, right? I would be interested in it, you know, somewhere down near these levels down here, right around that 135. Yeah, around 135, guys, is where I'll be looking for, you know, opportunities to go ahead and go bullish, right? So a sweep of this little low right here can definitely go ahead and potentially trigger some more upside, right? So this is another one I'm going to be keeping on my watch list as well, seeing how we play off of that and seeing what the market gives us. All right, seeing what the market gives us, right? Let me go ahead and catch up with the chat. Let's see what else we got here. Can you go over the NZD USD again, please? Entry and TPs. Yeah, I mean, sure. All right, so for this one, I mean, before we even do that, guys, I need 100 likes, right? Like, if you guys want the
Yeah,
exact
they want the
perimeters,
whole signal up in here,
if you
man.
want the exact perimeter, right? I need 100 likes. Like, we need 100 likes, family. If we don't be giving out like actual with perimeters and everything, right? Like exact entries, exact stop losses, all that good stuff.
The thing is,
we need 100 likes.
Bro, NU is so clean. Like, I'm so willing. Like, give out that exact for like signal, bro. That shit is so clean.
Yeah, it definitely looks juicy. I would love to see all these little higher lows that were being created. I would love for this trend line just to get absolutely destroyed. Right, like I want to see this thing absolutely get destroyed. All right, so let's see. We still need 100 likes. We need 100 likes, family. I'll start giving you guys the perimeters for this NU. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know what it is just by simply looking at, you know, the axis over here. But yeah, you know, and we're getting close to it as well. Like this thing is pushing up into that area. So we'll see how we play up off of there. All right, but we need 100 likes. All right, so I'll come back to that in a little while. Let's see that EU activated Skags. Yeah, Skags is not on the call with us this morning. All right, so he's not going to be able to see your message, Devin, unfortunately. I see, Ray, that NU sell is approaching that I was looking at. Devin, are you talking about the same exact play right here that we're talking about for NU, or what are you looking at for NU, bro? Let's see. Took an EU sell. Okay. Let's see. That's why I stick to 6 pairs now that I fully understand. 7. Yeah, you know, that's good. That's real good. I see his stop loss in UJ position, also looking for buys. I think looking for buys for UJ is definitely a good thing to do for sure. I see Abel. What's the name of the indicator you use again that tells the highs and the lows? That is a good question. I've seen that question a million times, Lily, since I started using this indicator last week. All right, but it's called market structure, guys. Right, that indicator is market structure. This is the first one right here. Market structure by Leviathan. Whoever that Leviathan is, he's an absolute beast for this one. Right, but all this does, guys, it just, again, it visually allows you to see the breaks of structures, the quote-unquote change of characters, right, which all that stuff eventually you should be able to do without the indicator, but it's really good for you guys to see, at least right now. The reason why I like to use it, especially on stream, is so that you guys see what the hell is going on, right? So you guys can see how the market is creating these highs, these lows, and all that good stuff, right? But yeah, you know, that's the indicator right there. Market structure by Levi. All right, family, 7 likes away. 7 likes away. Go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get to 100. Let's see, GA melting. GA is melting. All right, shout out to Faber in the chat. What's going on, Faber? Good to see you in the building. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this GA was very interesting, right? Because we were looking for this yesterday, right? And this obviously didn't play out. And I told you guys there was a good chance it wasn't going to play out just because of where we were at. I didn't even take this position neither. And if I did, I would have gotten stopped out. Unless I put my stops above the highs. But yeah, this thing is absolutely doing good. You know, it's now starting to roll over. It's just the same thing with all these pound pairs, guys, right? If we expect pound yen to sell off, pound CAD to sell off, pound dollar, mainly pound dollar, right? If pound dollar is selling off, GBPUSD, all the other pounds are going to follow suit, right? Because if the dollar is gaining that much strength, that's causing the pound to lose strength, then it's probably going to happen across the board, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, you know, now that we are seeing this thing roll over, this GA does look very interesting for sure. And my recommendation would just be look for some entries to get involved now. Like, how can you get in? Probably back up into this level, back up to where the initial entry was, right? That could be an opportunity to go to get in, right? Something maybe like this, right? That's a potential. That's a very big potential. All right, so that one does look interesting as well. You know, just ride that one out as long as you possibly can. Let's see. Not so hard to like, yeah, right? All right, fam, I appreciate you guys getting us those 100 likes. Let's get it. You guys are absolutely phenomenal for that, guys. So my perimeters for NU is going to be a little bit more conservative. I was looking for a little bit of a tighter stop just above this relative short high right here. But just because we're calling it out, I want to give it a little bit more room. right? So my entry is gonna be something like this, right? Entry at 0.63. What is this? 0.6. We could do 0.64. All right, 0.6405. Stop loss at 0.6445. And then TP, we could have a bunch of different TPs, right? You know, let's see. First TP is probably going to be right back into the range that we're just now breaking out of, right? Just something very, very quick so we can go ahead and secure some profits and roll our stops. So I would say TP at 0.63 is not a bad bet, right? Just to go ahead and get us paid real quick and allow us to, you know, remove the risk off the table. But long term, guys, and I'm not going to really just put all these different take profit levels, right? We're just going to put take profit 1, which is right back to the original lows right here. And then the initial take profit final is going to be all the way back down to these lows at 0.55, right? So we're talking about an absolute banger, right? If we can get all the way to that final TP, right? That's an if. All right, because that's 0.554, let's just say. So this will be my perimeters here, guys. Not bad. We're risking around 40 pips to go on for first TP around 100, which is around a 2.5, maybe 3 to 1 risk reward. Not too bad. But ultimate take profit is going to be all the way down for around 800, and that's around a 22 to 1 risk reward. That is insane. All right, like so, 22 to 1 risk reward. That's crazy. All right, but that's my play here. That's what I will be looking for NZD/USD. And since I already put the perimeters up and everything, I'm also going to be taking it as well. All right, because, you know, one thing about us on this stream, guys, like, if we're calling out actual trade ideas with actual perimeters, you best believe that we're also taking it as well. All right, we're not just going to call stuff out and then just leave you guys hanging, right? So I'm also going to take this position as well with you guys so that if we win together. If we lose together. All right, but at the end of the day, we doing it together. And that's what I love most, right? Being able to do it together. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. All right, that's what we're looking at here. All right, so we'll see overall how this thing ends up playing out. Let's see. Yeah, same thing. And was dissecting it. I marked it up and was dissecting after last night's call. Yo, Devin, man, you were a fan favorite too yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. On yesterday's stream, I got a lot of great compliments about you, my brother. You know, everybody really appreciated the value that you provided. And I think it's a direct correlation to your energy, right? Because your energy is just naturally very high. You're super energetic, right? And I love that about you, right? And yeah, the family loved you last night, all right? They loved you yesterday, by the way. I just had to throw that out there, bro. You know, you was definitely a fan favorite for sure yesterday. All right, but let's see what else we got here. Grand Rising, Rise family. We got the boy Christian in the building. What's going on, Christian? I appreciate you, dog. All right, shout out to the Chicago squad in the building. You know, again, Christian is also somebody that I would love to get on the stream one day, you know, allow him to come on and really just show his magic. You know, somebody else that's, you know, a six-figure trader, funded account trader, you know, big appreciate to you, bro. And I think that you could definitely come on and provide the family a lot of value as well, right? So one of these days, bro, we got to set that up and get you on here with us. All right, that'll be pretty cool. All right, but let's see what else we got here. High energy equals high profits equals high vibration, 100%, right? High energy, high vibration equals high profits, right? You're 100% right about that. I love it. I love it. I love being around people with super high energy. It just gets me excited because I'm extremely high energy as well. All right, so I love to see it. All right, but yeah, this is what we're waiting for, guys. We're going to see how this market plays out. Let's check out. Let's go a quick little rundown real quick, see where we're at. GJ is pulling back up a little bit nicely. Again, I'm not interested unless we get above this 167. Above 167, I'll start looking for some shorts. UJ is nowhere near close to it. NZD/USD, we're still waiting. I'm probably going to stay away from the indices right now because I'm definitely very torn, guys, in between. Or I'm torn as to what I think the indices could do, personally speaking. So I'm just going to stay away from indices. I'm not sure if the rest of the guys have anything on the indices, but I'm personally not going to be trading it.
You know, honestly, this, like, I don't really trade indices, but, you know, my bad. Honestly, I just kind of wanted to point this out, that we're kind of like I feel like we're kind of stabilizing here, especially after the 9:30 open. So, I do feel like we can get a bullish day on the dollar. So, maybe, who knows, maybe we can get, some bearish indices today. That's kind of, my thing. If we react off of here and we get a bullish day on the dollar, then yeah, for sure, I can definitely see things like US 30 start to drop. Now, at the end of the day, it's kind of just like, I don't trade them, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you guys like, yo, here's a signal. But for my analysis, if I were to tell you what's gonna happen today on US 30, it's kind of just in a range right now. But I do expect that we will close bearish today. These lows, I'm not confident in these lows enough for me to say, this is gonna be the bottom, and we start trading up from here, especially after this. Yeah, no, like I'm more so still bearish on this. Nothing that we reacted off over here is kind of telling me we're going bullish yet. We do have this in the 4-hour, which we do want to be cautious of. This is something, but it's not something I would buy off of though. Obviously it's something that we do want to be mindful of, that we can get a reaction off of, but it's not something I would necessarily buy off of. I kind of want to see it just feel that imbalance before I even look bullish on the stocks. But at the end of the day, to each their own. Everybody trades differently, and I know stocks are different than forex, so who knows, we can come up here and spike up and then drop. But more so, I just don't really like these lows. I just don't feel like these will hold for a very long time. Like it's either it just reacts off of here and drops, or it'll come up and then drop. But just keep in mind that these lows are very suspect, and I just feel like, especially after we just did that 5-minute engulfing, maybe we can get some live OB action here. For you guys that play live OBs, could have played this open of this candle or somewhere in this candle. When you're playing a live OB, your stop loss is always right above the engulfing candle. So your risk is like this. So I feel like we can continue to drop for the day, right? And that's exactly what we're getting, guys. I think we're just gonna have a bearish day on the US 30. I feel like we're just gonna continue to drop from here, clear out these lows, and again, the same ideology goes for all pairs. If we think we're gonna take this, then we're gonna definitely take this. So 1-12 potential trade on US 30. You see, at the end of the day, you guys can trade any pair and still get the same percentage. So it's like, that's why I can trade US 30 for sure. And damn, I would have caught some of these pips right here, and I would have had a potential 1-12 trade. But I pretty much have the same thing on GU. But just it's actually a 1-20 potential trade. So, obviously to each their own, right? To each their own, right? That same 1-minute scenario I was telling you guys, where I was going to look for that 1-minute structure to start forming, it's a potential 1-18. So, at the end of the day, to each their own, right? I like trading forex pairs and just getting these really, really small stop losses. As you guys can see, we have potential live OB action here on GU. So, maybe if you didn't enter, this could be an entry point for you right now. Just pointing that out there with a 14 pip stop. So, if you like the idea of live OBs and you've been studying us for a minute, you like the concept, then play it. Live OB is such a low risk, 12 pip stop loss. And it's only if you're truly committed to the trade. If you're committed to the trade, then it's very, very low risk. So again, we have some live OB action on GU that could be a potential entry for some people, for a 1 to 10. And again, it's just looking and being patient for plays like that, where you can wait to see where the market is showing its hand and you can react to that. Not just, oh, I think it's gonna come up here and go up here and go up there. No, I have a bias. I prefer GU to go down. But at the end of the day, I wait for certain things to play out on the market, on the chart, for the market to show its hand. And then I play with the lowest risk possible. So, as soon as you waited for the US 30 to come up to here and start showing its hand and start giving you some live OB action, which is that 5-minute, 15-minute engulfing, we're forming that 15-minute one now. But before we formed the 15-minute one, we formed that 5-minute one. So if you want the earliest possible entry point, obviously it might take some patience on the 5-minute, but as you guys see, it could pay off today. Now the 15-minute one is forming. So, you could, obviously this thing is running at this point, but yeah. GU, shout out to those that caught an entry off of the live OB and just pushed the button and didn't even think about it, right? Drop a 2 in the chat if you pushed the button and you didn't even think about it. Because, honestly, that could have been an entry for some of you guys, right? It literally, within 1 minute, like it took 2 minutes. Within the past, 2 minutes. Hold on. My bad, guys. It was on my phone. But literally within the past 2 minutes, guys, once I told you guys that we had some live OB action, I guess that 1 minute candle just dropped. So if you're in this GU with me, I'm in it. And shout out to those of you guys that caught a second entry that might have missed it the first time. That's why it's good to pay attention. But yeah, let's see if EU could keep dropping as well.
Let's see how many professional button pushers we got in the chat. We got 4 professional button pushers. Let's go.
Yeah, and I would just see if we can continue getting that bullish dollar, and maybe that's how our day can end today. Once this 1 hour candle closes, that'll give me some more confirmation as well. But yeah, bullish dollar, bearish indices, bearish currencies. What else can we say? And obviously this is more of an intraday outlook, guys, so when we do trade more up onto here, we can start looking into bearish dollar. But yeah, honestly, guys, I really don't have much else for you guys. Do you guys have any questions? Or, honestly, I know you guys are making money. I know you guys are tapping in with us.
They do got a couple questions that I seen that I want to answer real quick. Somebody asked, I was going to sign up to do a funded account. Do you think I should wait till after the holidays?
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, realistically, and I'm just speaking from a perspective, from a professional's perspective, you could say, right? Like most traders that I know, professional traders that are actually doing this for a living, most of them are not even really trading this month at all, period. Right?
Yeah.
So just take that with with how you want to take that, right? Even ourselves, I know I speak for myself. If I am taking trades, and the only reason I'm even considering it myself too is really just because we be live with you guys. But if I do take something, it's going to be extremely low risk, right? So if you do get the funded account or anything like that, just really respect risk to a higher level, all right? Because again, these markets are going to be very, very slow, very, very choppy, very indecisive as well for the most part. You know, so just be mindful of that, right? You know, but
Yeah, honestly, I was, because it was like I I have a funded account, but honestly, a lot of people have been asking me that question, and honestly, I always like to think of myself. So like, let's say I wanted to start a new funded account right now. Like I personally wouldn't even start one right now. So honestly, I would say wait till January, to be honest. Like, obviously, can we catch pips daily? For sure. But, and obviously, are we going to catch way more than that on this channel every single month? Of course. But, you don't want to have that mental pressure of having to do that. And especially on a slow month, when you're doing these challenges, you have a time limit. Like, you have to get a certain amount of profit within 30 days. And sometimes you guys have to realize that there's always a certain amount of opportunities within a 30 days time frame. And it's just how the market is on certain timings, on certain times of the year, certain times of the month and of the week, there may be more setups and more opportunities than another time. So, whenever you guys are starting these challenges, make sure that you're starting it on a week or a day that that there's going to be potential opportunities that you're already looking at, right? Don't just start it and be like, all right, now I'm gonna start looking for opportunities. Like, actually, like, wait for the trade that is you want to start it off with, and then start the challenge. Like, I think that's the smartest way, because you're already starting off with a win and something that already follows your trading plan. Obviously, like, risk manage, of course, but if you start off your challenge first 1 or 2 trades with a win, now all of a sudden you have profit to play with, and you can reduce your risk. You can now have more comfortability. Now, even if you do take a loss or two, you're not negative anymore. So, you can at least be in profit to, at least get a retry. Even if you don't make enough profit, you can at least not even lose the account. You can get a free refund. It's a lot of different strategies, and that's why I don't think I've lost a funded account in a long time. It's either been, me getting passed and getting a payout, and then, losing it after a couple payouts or something, or, maybe I got the free retry or something because I was at least just a little bit in profit or something, right? You guys want to manage it with that sense of mind that, you want to at least keep it in profit no matter what. So, that's why I say, don't really be so amped or antsy to start one, especially this month, because there's gonna be less opportunities. So you might as well do it on a week or a month that is gonna have the opportunity that you're looking for. So if that helps, let me know. I would say, like I said, wait for a week that that you have something already set up for you.
I concur.
And this guy, Dennis said, FML, I'm in a challenge right now. That's fine too, bro. Like, honestly, just because you're in a challenge, don't let it like cloud your judgment, because honestly, like, that's just something that traders will do. I'm in a challenge, man. I'm down 2%. I've only got 14 days left, to make 10%. And I'm just like, bro, you've only got 14 days to make to get to that profit target. If I were you, to hell thinking about making 10% and getting to your profit target. You've only got 2 weeks left. You only got 14 days left, bro. You
G-Cat busting.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
G-Cat busting.
That's crazy. I'm looking at it over here on my screen too. Like, Lily was just looking at it.
Down pairs are falling, bro.
G-Cat is going
I
crazy.
hope y'all took G-Cat, man. I hope y'all took that.
Yeah, that's just because of the news, right? CAD news just dropped. That's why it's moving like
Man,
that.
I don't even look at news.
Nah, but that's why the volatility's up. Because if you look at all the other pound pairs, they ain't even doing shit. But that's good though, because I'm in there. Yo, I took that with you, by the way, Ray. I took that with you. No kizzy.
Let me go snatch this real quick.
Whoa!
I know the vibes, man.
That felt way more than GU. I could definitely tell you that.
Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes. You took it. You lit right now. Close a partial because you took out some lows. Close a partial, but I'm targeting 6.3 or 6.537. All right, 6.537 is the real target, but definitely secure some of your bag right now. That would definitely be the best move to do. All right. So I hope some of y'all took that when I told y'all to get in, man. I really do.
Shoot, I took it.
That thing is falling off a cliff.
One thing I got faith in is everybody on this call's ideas, so I took that. That's a fact. I took that. All right, let me see. I'm actually interested. How did the data actually come out real quick? Let me check. Oh, I can't go over.
Hey man, drop a $sign in the chat, man, if you in profit. No kizzy. That was a banger. Damn.
What did it come out at? Oh yeah, so I mean they did raise rates. It came out just like projected, which is nothing
I'm up
crazy.
3 bands.
That's why we're seeing a lot of CAD strength because it came out as predicted. Interesting. Very interesting.
That definitely correlates with
Let's
my
see.
USD CAD sells. You know, I see some people took USD CAD for the sell. I didn't take it, but you know, CAD strength is you know, probably coming in.
So what does this mean, Abel?
It came out just as predicted, right? They're still very hawkish over there as well for the Bank of Canada. And as long as the Bank of Canada is hawkish, just like how we've been saying with every central bank, as long as these central banks guys are hawkish, we have to assume that the currency is going to benefit off of that. All right, because that just means interest rates going up, it's going to be a lot harder for, you know, a lot of things to happen, right? You know, the cost of the dollar essentially is going up, right? The cost to borrow money, guys. Every time we see interest rates going up, the cost to borrow money is going up with it. All right, which is going to diminish demand overall, right? So that's just an interesting look. All right, I'm very interested to see how it continues to go, but that's pretty much what that means, right? You know, that's expected to happen for sure. Now, if they would have, for some reason, all right, hypothetically speaking, it didn't happen, right? But if they would have like raised it only by like 25 basis points, that would have been a complete shock, right? Like the CAD would have absolutely went to hell. You know, their stock market over there would have started flying. If they raised it 75 basis points more aggressively, then the CAD strength would have been even more stronger, right? We would see GCAD already down at the floor, right, at your target if they would have been a lot more aggressive, right? So yeah, it's an interesting play though, but this is definitely something that we should have expected based off it just coming all at projections. But that's still a great catch though, either way.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack right there. It's just
fundamentals is a lot for sure.
Would y'all believe me if I told y'all I don't even know what hawkish means?
You know what's crazy? Most people probably don't. I just learned last year. I mean, family in the chat, right? How many of you guys understand what hawkish means? I mean, y'all been listening to me enough. Y'all should definitely be knowing, right? But who knows what hawkish means? Hawkish and dovish, right? Answer that in the chat.
Imagine everybody's like, I had no idea what you were saying the entire time.
I mean, most people is gonna say that. All right, most people is not going to understand the difference between hawkish and dovish and how that pretty much all that does is pretty much tell us what the Fed is planning on doing with interest rates. Like that's really all it is. Right? Hawkish means that they are planning on raising rates. Like that's their plan to continue to raise rates when they're hawkish. When they're dovish, that means that they're planning on lowering rates. So hawkish, raising rates, dovish, lowering rates. And that literally just talks about what the Fed or what these central banks are planning on doing. All right, so let's see. Yeah, shout out to y'all that knew it for sure, right? Easy Pip Sniper, let's go. Jude, I see you. Let's get it. All right, yeah, only because of you. Let's get it. yeah, nah, big shout out to y'all for sure.
So, yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that update. I closed most of it. I'm holding the rest. If you got it, congrats. You know, but if y'all want to go over the charts again, I know Kyle, you was kind of in the middle of your funded account rant, and I kind of just snatched the screen. But I would say, man, obviously, if you don't want to get the account now, it'll probably be because, like, for me personally speaking, it'd be because I'm probably busy. Like, and it's just the time of the year where I'm personally chilling a lot more with family and stuff. But I don't care about what time of the year it is. Like, and I'm not trying to be the guy that just goes against the grain, but it's just I don't care about that stuff. Like, it never really affected me that much. Like Thanksgiving week, I will say was a little slow, but in terms of getting to 8%, there's certain prop firms that require 8%. I feel like you could do that. I mean, this trade alone gonna be 14. Now, even if you risking 0.5%, you can get 8. Even if you secure 50% halfway down and secure the rest later on, you could still, bang out a good what? You take half, that'd be 3. You'll still get like 8%, even if you secured half somewhere in here and secured the other half at the lows. So it's like you can't get a few of those a month. You can get a few of those a month. I don't care what market you in, what time of the year it is. So, if you want to just, again, and that's why, on Sunday we talked about, the rules that people make up, like not trading on Sundays. It's just a framework that gives you a higher chance of being successful. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do it though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, yes, there's things that, you can pretty much base your trading off of that'll give you long-term probability for towards success. But by all means, if you're a trader, then there's going to be opportunity. It might not be $8 trillion a day of volatility during the holidays, but trust me, it's some volatility. People still trading stocks. So why would I not trade Forex? You know what I'm saying? So, but again, do whatever you're comfortable with. At the end of the day, it's all about the way you feel and you perceive the markets. The only reason I'm saying this is because I heard somebody was kind of disappointed. They was like, oh, dang, I got a funded account, so I don't want y'all to think that just because you got a funded account in December, you automatically lose. Like, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still be massively successful regardless of what day it is. The same way you can catch 100 pip moves on Sunday. It doesn't matter. Just trade what you see and be disciplined. You can get 8%. Nobody's asking you to get 30-40% in a month. But if you get what you need to get, then once you get funded, you profit split whatever you make. You ain't even got to hit a certain target at that point. You make 2%, you'll get a profit split of that. So, just make sure you get there, pass the challenge, and then you smooth selling after that. So, do what you got to do, man. I don't want y'all to be living in fear. But again, give yourself some rules to follow. But for the people that already have their funded accounts, don't think it's the end of the world, because it's not. So.
Yeah, no, you definitely made some good points there for sure. I think the big difference too, as well, Ray, that we got to bring up, bro, is that you live on the smaller time frames. All right, most traders, well, honestly, most traders are also on the smaller time frame. They're just not experienced enough to actually trade it correctly. All right, so that's also a big difference why you're able to find so many setups, because of the time frames that you're actually playing, which is why I've been also a lot more definitely on the smaller time frames as well, for sure. All right, because higher time frames, it's been very choppy for the most part.
Man, pound is just moving today. I don't know. I think we're going ahead and making another leg down.
I mean, ain't that what you want?
Yep, hell yeah, that's what I want. GU is moving. Shout out to all you guys in that. GCAT is gonna melt. I can tell you that already.
Damn, GJ went up into that area too. It didn't get to the area I wanted it to get to, but it came very close to where I wanted to enter at. And now this thing is also tanking.
Oh man, so hey, sell GBPs, man. That's all you had to do today.
Let's go.
Lots of volatility right now.
Yeah, the euro's dropping as well. That looks good.
I missed this one. I was sick. Damn. I had it marked up too. I missed it.
Nice little drip. Nice little
9
drip.
pip stop.
Hey man, if you guys are catching some hips today, yo, I need y'all to show some love on the gram, man. To me, Ray, and Abel for honestly, just tag us, man. Honestly, like if you guys took some of our trades, like we ain't even asking for the cash app. We just asking for some love on the gram, man. If you making some money, if you making some money today, I might start asking for the cash app. But for now, y'all could just
chill out.
Nah, this guy Kyle's crazy.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do. We ain't get no cash app.
I'm playing.
But yeah, if any of y'all wanna
They said
grab
red,
it, y'all
they said red card to Kyle. Facts. Slap his ass with a red card for that.
flag on the play, man.
Let's see.
Hey man, all I gotta say is World Cup. I got Spain for the win.
Oh no, I'll put money up that Portugal gonna win it. You just see Portugal's game, bro? They just dropped like 6 goals on. Who were they playing? Switzerland or some shit?
Okay, so so it might be
Look at Spain is out. You over there talking about Spain, and Dennis said that they're already out, my boy.
Oh, never mind. I didn't. No. I didn't mean to say Spain. I meant to say Brazil. My bad, Brazil.
Alex, let him know, Alex. He's tripping. You could tell he really
No,
you can tell.
That boy out here wilding.
He
Why
only-
is he wilding?
He only watched football during World Cup time. You could tell.
Nah, I actually meant Brazil. I don't know why I said Spain. I was thinking about Spain. I don't know.
Messi too.
Look,
Messi.
I only watch football Americano.
As I say, Messi too. Messi can also, obviously, Argentina's definitely up there. Yo, it'd be crazy if Argentina and Portugal really finally meet in the World Cup. Like that's the dream matchup for everybody. Like all my real football fans understand how monumental that would be, right? We're talking about
Messi versus Ronaldo.
Yeah, we're talking about Jordan versus fucking LeBron, right? Like that would be so insane. And it's also possible for it to happen. Like it's gonna happen. And that's the crazy thing.
It would
Y'all
be
really
crazy.
watch soccer, bro?
Who?
Oh, the thing
Y'all
is,
really watch soccer, bro?
I've actually always liked football. I call it football, you know what I'm saying? But I've always liked football.
Bro, you're from America, bro. Cut it out, bro. You're from America.
I know,
Bro, that don't mean anything. Bro, it just think
Yes,
about
it does, bro.
How
Yes,
does
it
why
does.
why does American football, why is American football called football?
Because you kick the football, bro.
If you do that maybe 5% of the game, 10% of the game.
It don't matter, bro. You from America.
The majority
bro.
of the
This
game is
this
passing.
is football. I'm not look, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Be careful what you say about football and soccer, because
what's crazy?
We got
'Cause,
people
like,
in the chat right now that's overseas that are gonna take what you say disrespectfully. I'm just saying.
Listen, bro.
They don't play when
bro.
it comes to that football over there across the seas, man.
Look, I got love for everybody, but you're not about to tell me that football Americano is not more entertaining than soccer.
Bro, are you really want to compare the numbers globally?
The thing is, there's way more fans of real soccer than actual
Way
football.
more fans, bro. Like the
That's
World
because
Cup.
they got 100 countries, bro. Football is in one country. American football is in one country, bro.
See, bro, now they calling you ignorant, bro. I try to tell you to chill. I try to tell you to chill.
You gotta realize, bro, America is like one of the newest countries too, in the grand scheme of the world.
America
So,
got out in the first round. Too.
We ain't have a chance to go global yet. They probably been playing soccer. Let me not say soccer. They've been playing football
There we go, Ray.
for
Football. There we go.
300, 400 years.
Yeah, you gotta get get them kudo points back, my boy. Call it football. Cause they gonna
I call it football.
they gonna fry you in the chat if you keep it up.
Hey man,
Nah,
I caught y'all some pips, so cut me some slack if you caught some pips, all right?
No, I mean I love. I actually do enjoy like really playing some football, like soccer. Just so everybody understands the football, not just playing it. But over here in North Carolina, like that shit is everywhere. Like I see more soccer fields than football fields and basketball courts over here in North Carolina. So over here, I don't know if it's just North Carolina, but over here they definitely heavy into football. I don't know if it's just me though. Yo, somebody called American football egg hand or some shit. What was it?
Egg hand.
Or hand egg. They called it hand egg. Shout out to you, Andreas. They called it
Hey bro, don't be disrespecting. Don't be disrespecting, all right?
called it hand egg. That's hilarious. Let's see. Football, because I'm Hispanic. There we go, Eric. I'm with you. I'm Hispanic too, so I gotta call it football. Football. Yo, you guys are hilarious. No lie. Somebody said baseball is where it's at. Baseball too. I think baseball is also better than freaking, or bigger in a sense than even football is, just because it's global. Like baseball, soccer are global sports, bro. Even basketball is a global sport where American football is not. Let's just keep it 1,000. Like I'm thinking.
So let me ask you this: there's Toyotas everywhere, and there's not Lambos everywhere. Which one is better?
I mean, that's more of a perspective question. Like, it depends.
Obviously,
wait. What does that comparison got to do with anything, anyways?
I'll answer that question.
No, what I'm saying is circulation makes the value go down. If something is everywhere, that doesn't mean it's
we
better.
never said like football was less valuable. We just said that it was more popular. Like,
it is more valuable though. Like Manchester United and those type of franchises, like them things is worth way more than any American football franchise out here. Like for sure.
Not worth more than the Cowboys.
Yes, I don't know about the Cowboys. I think for sure more worth. Let me check, right? Because I'm pretty sure, for sure, that a lot of soccer clubs over there across the seas is worth way more. Right? Let's see.
The Dallas Cowboys is the richest sports franchise.
Hey man, Houston Astros won the World Series, so shout out to them.
I ain't even know until they was in the series. Yeah, because number 4 is Barcelona, Spain. Number 4.
Yeah, I see it.
So you gotta think, man. Just hey.
I mean, we also talk about America being the richest country too, so that definitely has to play a big part in it. 100%.
Excuses.
Nah, Cowboys are worth money for no freaking reason, and they're garbage. No disrespect to my Cowboy fans, but they are trash.
This is their best shot this year, but I'm gonna be so happy when they run into the Eagles, boy. Ooh.
It was all good till somebody said hand egg. You hilarious, Eric. Yo, one thing I do know though is them football players, bro, they getting paid a bag. Like we're talking about, they get paid. Let me know when a LeBron James reaches a Ronaldo status, bro. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, bro, is like the most popular freaking person in the world, or one of them by far.
Oh yeah,
bro, LeBron is a billionaire. What are you
bro?
talking
You don't think
about?
Cristiano Ronaldo is? You don't think
I
Cristiano
ain't heard
Ronaldo
nothing
is?
about him being a billionaire.
What, bro? This year alone, he made like 100 M's, bro, in this one season.
Nah, you're
shit,
tripping.
bro.
He's like the most paid athlete.
He's worth $490 million. LeBron is double his net worth.
Nah, trust, bro. He's up there. He is up there.
LeBron is worth $1 billion.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this, but LeBron owns Blaze Pizza.
Well, he's a part owner in it. But yeah.
And I think he owns one of them soccer teams too, where he playing partially.
Yo, Flo. LeBron does own. LeBron does own. He owns, I think, Arsenal. I think he has a stake in Arsenal, I think.
MLS.
It's like not even MLS. It's not MLS. It's an actual...
no, it's Liverpool.
Liverpool. That's what it was. I knew it was one of them shits.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Saudi Arabia just offered him 2 years for $414 million, bro. Like that's
For
a
2 years?
for 2 years. That's for Ronaldo. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's insane. That's disgusting. And
Oh
this is them
nah.
offering that type of contract, bro, to somebody that's already out of his prime. Let's be real. Ronaldo is not in his prime no more, right? He's obviously, father time catches up to everybody. For them to offer him something like that at his age, that's crazy. Like that is crazy. They're literally just trying to use his fan base to attract more people to Saudi Arabia more than anything.
You know they building that long strip of that thing in Saudi Arabia. What's it called?
It's called the Wall or some
Skaggs
shit.
told us about it.
It's like the Wall or what is it? The Line? I think it's called the
The
Line.
wall.
It's the Line. Shit, I would move to the Line. That place looks lit.
Shout out to
I'm
Saudi
moving.
Arabia, man.
I'm moving, no cap.
No cat, the Line looks.
Shout out to
Even
the
there,
Abrams.
Dubai.
The Line
Shout out
Raleigh.
to the Brown boys.
Wait, yeah, looks insane, bro. Like what the hell?
What is that?
It's the Line, bro. It's the
Bro,
name.
it's a city, but it's like it's a skinny city that goes for like hundreds of miles, I think.
Yeah, this thing is disgusting.
Whoa.
It's insane, bro.
They started building on it, bro. Devin posted something about it earlier. They
Yeah.
started building it.
Look at right here. Like they got the construction already. It's 170 kilometers. How much? What is that mile wise? Kilometers to miles.
And it's supposed to be taller than the Empire State Building, and then it's just like people live inside of it.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's 105 miles long, bro. There's no
Kind of scary though. Like, what if one of them falls?
Nah, bro. They're about to spend billions and billions and billions into this. The crazy thing is though, like, this is so different. Like, imagine a city right here where you don't need no cars, no vehicles, no nothing, and you could just. That's insane. Absolutely insane. All right, let's see what we talking. Let's go ahead and catch back up with the chat, because y'all going crazy. Y'all going crazy in the chat. I see these type of conversations, man. Gets you guys active in the chat. But when we making money, y'all just chilling. But when we talking about everything else, y'all in here super active. I love it. Let's see. Ronaldo made 750 million pounds with Man U last year. That's insane. If that is true, is that true? That's insane. Let's see. Dallas can get it anytime they booty. I agree with you. Let's see. Honestly, I love hanging out with you all here. Best daily stream, laughs and pips. I appreciate you, Favor. Let's see. Favor actually did send me something as well. All right. So shout out to that guy, Favor, man. Look at this right here. Up $1,000, $1,600. Let's go. And he got some GCAD cells in there, Ray. Look what you just did with this guy. I don't know if he took that when you called it, but he made 700 off that.
Damn. Nice, bro.
Let's go. Let's go, Favor. Family, go ahead and just drop some congratulations or some sevens or your favorite number emoji in the chat. Right? Remember what I told y'all yesterday, right? Whatever you celebrate, you attract, right? Whatever you celebrate, you attract. So if you want to get a $1,600, payout or whatever the case may be, celebrate it. All right, let's show some love. Big shout out to you, Favor. Absolutely love to see it. You definitely owe Ray a steak dinner, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But we'll get to that when we head to your city, wherever you're at, right? But big shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you for sharing that.
Y'all kill me with that, bro.
Big steak dinner on Favor. Let's go. Favor, where you located at, Favor? Right, because now we got to plan to stop over there. You over there getting paid, man.
Oh, he's for real.
Dead serious. We got a couple of locations. Devin owes us steak and liquor in Michigan. Who else we called out? It was some other people. I forgot who it was, right? Yeah. Just know I'm keeping tabs. We pulling up to all y'all cities. And we collecting. Oh, he's in London. Okay. Even better. We out to London.
No, if we go to London, I want Nando's. I don't want nothing but Nando's in London. As I went to London, I was like, man, I should have brought some seasoning salt or something. But Nando's, they did their thing though. Nando's is fire.
Is it? Yeah, I had Nando's too. Isn't wouldn't you? Is Nando's like considered your top tier over there, or is that more like just a top tier fast food restaurant favor, or for anybody that's in the UK actually? Like, how you guys feeling about Nando's, right? Because I heard mixed reviews, right? I know a lot of us over here, we like, yeah, Nando's is lit because everybody talks about it, but when we talk to people over there, they're like, oh yeah, it's alright, it's Nando's. So what do you guys think?
It's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like us going to like, I don't know, like a nice restaurant or something like Olive Garden. I don't know. And, you know, maybe somebody that's never been is like, man, this is amazing. So, I mean, I love Nando's, to be honest.
Yeah, it was good when I had it. I think it's more comparable to like a Boston Robin or some shit that we have over here, like one of those.
Boston Market.
Yeah, I said Boston Robin.
Boston Robin. This guy mixed Baskin Robbins with Boston Market.
That's crazy. Yeah, but that's like a Boston market. How I would compare it over here. Yeah, see, he said Nando's is normal. Yeah, so that's like yeah, like I said.
Yeah, it's just like it's kind of like Chick-fil-A to them, you know, like it's like normal Chick-fil-A. But you know, if somebody comes from, you know, Canada and they come to eat Chick-fil-A, they'll be like, man, this is the best thing in the world. You know, I have some of my cousins, they come from Canada, like they can't get over Chick-fil-A, but it's just like a regular lunch for us in America. So,
yeah,
you know,
see, look, we got mixed reviews already. Lauren says Nando's is average at best, and then Muhammad says, nah, Nando's is elite. It's
all perspective. It's all like, you know.
That's a fact. Right, I mean, listen, we gonna pull up to London. I haven't been to London in like 2 years since we had our big event over there. So it's dope. I think I'm due for another trip to London for sure. Let's see, one day I'll know what Nando's is. Right? Yeah, everybody over here in America, like, what the hell is they talking about Nando's? What the hell is that? Let's see. I got the drinks when y'all hit.
I got the drinks.
Let's go. We go. Listen, Oscar. Just listen. Who called me the debt collector? Alex. Yeah. Just know I'm the debt collector. I'm gonna hold you to it. Nah. One thing about us guys is that most of the time I'm really just BSing because I mean, yeah, tax purposes. It makes sense for me to pay for everything. I'll take all the bills. I'll take all the tabs. Frick that. I need all these deductions. We talking business, right? Bet. It's a deduction. I need that right off. So stay woke. Stay woke. Let's see. 4 chicken boneless thighs with cheese, extra spice on it. Then with petty chips and garlic bread with cheese on it. And then a soft. Damn, Muhammad. You got the whole combo. Yo, you know what's crazy? They do call what we call French fries over here in America is what they call chips over there in the UK. That's pretty cool. Let me get a side of chips. Let me get some chips. We say, let me get some fries. Let me get some chips. I love it. Let's see. I don't mean to sound like a dumbass, but is that Nando's Petty Petty? It's literally Nando's. Like, literally.
Yeah, it is. It is Peri Peri.
It
bro.
is, yeah.
It is.
Okay. Yeah.
Fire, bro. That was my favorite place in London. No cap.
Wait, they got this over here? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
yeah, honestly, I think that's the only like place I liked when I went into London. And yeah, they do have some locations.
Oh no, this is the actual Nando's right here. It's not the Nando's Petty Petty. It's this one, regular Nando's. I'm about to say because there's none of those in America. This right here is Nando's. Yeah. Listen, when we all link up in London, family, that's gonna be one of our trips, Nando, just because we've been talking about it so much now. Let's see. Abel don't drink his drinks. He babysit. That's cap.
I'm definitely down.
Whoa, that's a crazy take. That's a crazy.
London was cool.
Yeah, London was a lot. It was definitely a lot colder than I expected, but obviously around that time of year, you know.
Oh yeah, it was brick.
Yeah,
I'm going in the summer next time.
Yeah, it was cold as hell. Let's see, bro, that's what you should get. It's chips. You call it gas station when we call it petrol station. There's a lot of different things for sure that are different.
Wow, petrol station.
They call pants trousers out there.
Trousers.
Yo, serious question. Like, why y'all don't use T's? Unless a word starts with a T, y'all don't pronounce it at all. So it's like you'll say T for something like trousers, but if it's like bottle, y'all would be like bottle. Like what's that about? What's that about, man?
or like water.
Water. Can I get a bottle of water?
Water.
Yo, y'all are
Let me quit
hilarious,
messing
bro.
with y'all, man. I love UK, bro. Much love to you.
Y'all are hilarious, bro. Yeah, now
Hey
we're
man,
we're gonna have a lot of fun when we go over there for sure. Watch,
facts.
it's gonna be so lit. Yo, I actually taught in London too, which is a vibe, right? It was a vibe. Actually had a big ass event over there. I can't wait to go back. It was dope too, cause when we was in London, like we ended up going. We went from London to Spain to where else we go? We went to like a few different countries when we was over there. So that's another thing we can do. Go right from London and do
Yeah,
a whole Euro tour. No cap.
about to be Euro stepping, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody on the call from Paris? I would love to go to Paris again.
To Paris.
Just drop. Honestly, y'all, just drop y'all countries in the chat. We just want a country roll call. Honestly, like not even like a state. If you're in the U.S., just say U.S. If you're in a different country, call your country in the chat. Like, let's just see. Let's just have a quick.
I'm American. I'll be the first. I'm American.
Trade Australian section in Australia.
Let's see. We got Denmark in the building. We got the Netherlands. Netherlands, I'm pulling up to for sure out there in Rotterdam. Hell yeah. We got,
Portugal.
there we
Okay,
go.
Ronaldo.
Up Scudo. I'm with you, up Scudo. Let's get it. Portugal winning the whole thing. I'm with you. All right, let's see. A lot of U.S., of course. We got Brooklyn. Danny said Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn should be a damn country itself. No, the Bronx should be a damn country
The
itself.
Bronx.
Definitely the Bronx. All right, let's see. Brazil. That's why Flo was getting like he was taking what you was saying disrespectfully, Ray. He talking about his football. That's why he's from Brazil. He's like, bro, you better not talk about my football. You crazy.
I'm with Flo. Brazil is winning it all.
Let's see. We got Canada, Chicago. Chicago could be its own city too. I'm not gonna lie. There's a bunch of states that could really be their own fucking country. All right, so let's go back to see just quick rundown, guys, before I actually go ahead and get off this. So GJ is at that area, right? Very interesting area, guys, that I was actually looking for a potential short on. All right, so we're gonna see how this ends up playing out. I'm liking what we just did, though. We pretty much just came
Nice
up,
reaction.
ran these highs, and then we did see a nice little reaction. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see more follow through to the downside here. It looks like a lot of these pound pairs rebounded pretty quickly, did they? Well, they didn't really do much, right? But that GJ looks very good. GU is still just playing in the same exact range it's been in all day, all morning. EU is, I mean, we're getting a nice, decent reaction out of EU. I was really hoping for a much higher push. For me, at least. I don't know about the guys, but for me, I wanted to see a higher push before I really got involved into that. Let's see what else we got here. NZD USD, I'm still waiting on. I still need a higher push on NU. And gold, I don't know if I'm not gonna take this short anymore on gold. All right. Yeah, I would be interested to see how we play off of here, up here around these 1790 levels for gold. Right, but that's just a quick rundown, guys, on the pairs that we have been pretty much talking about. Let's see. Let's get my boy drop a Sui. Yeah, facts of Scooter. Listen, I'll turn on the camera right now and do the whole Sui. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, right? Most of these, listen, Obscuro, it's just me and you in the chat right now, baby. Like, most of these guys don't even know what you're talking about, what you say Sui. I know for damn sure Ray has no idea what you mean by Sui. I know Kyle don't even know what you mean by Sui. Because they not real fans, bro. They're not real football fans like us, bro. It just be like that, you know? It be like that, you know? I know all you guys across the seas know what Sui is. But I'm with y'all. I know exactly what it is. Sui! Yeah. Real fans, yeah, exactly. Right, real fans know the famous Sui. That's a fact. That is a fact, right? Real fans know about, we'll just keep it at that. Okay. Let's see. Took a sell on EU. Looked like mitigation to me.
I mean, I was agreeing with you, bro. I wanted to see higher in EU, so that's why I took GU for the sell. But it's looking like EU could drop.
I mean, it very well could. You know, this reaction right here after the swipe of this little high right here is, very interesting. It is very possible, but I don't. Let's see. You entered at 1.05483. Oh,
Oh yeah,
you got.
that's the best entry.
I mean, if you were gonna get an entry, that's the one to take for sure. K plays a lot, right? Because that's an absolute snipe up here. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Pretty much sold around the same time
All right,
I was looking.
let's see. Looked like mitigation. I don't see mitigation per se though with your entry. If we're talking about mitigation, I would need to mitigate this last buy up candle, right? That's pretty much where I was looking for my opportunities to start looking for shorts. Right, was up here to mitigate this buy up candle right here. Right, this last buy up before we ended up shifting. I don't really see a mitigation there unless you're talking about maybe some other time frame or something. But again, that's not to say that this doesn't continue dropping. The market could very well just make that thing drop. Let's see. See what else. GU. Yeah, GU is nice rebound again. All right, but yeah. So family, I mean that's gonna be it for me. I'm not sure if the rest of the guys got anything. How are you guys feeling, team? You guys feeling good? You guys good? Cause I know I gotta get off regardless. I gotta get this haircut. Kyle, I'm actually gonna be in your city. Gonna be in your city today. Right. So
No way.
yeah, I'm popping out to the so I'll be actually out there in Florida for the next week. All right, so it's gonna be dope. So I'll be out there. We'll definitely link up and stuff for sure. I probably might have to use your damn computer and your setup to actually do my streams. I'm not even gonna lie to
I bet. So I'll see you at the crib soon, man.
you.
Let me know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
planning.
But I'll be there. I actually land around 4 o'clock, so I'll hit you as soon as I land. Right, but family, we do appreciate y'all. We love you guys for rocking with us. It was a very good session, I think. Right, what do you guys think? Right, let me know in the chat, guys, as we get off. If it was a dope session, any type of feedback is recommended, good or bad feedback, right? If there's things that we can improve on as well, let us know, all right? We're always, here to just continue to grow and really take this streaming thing to the top for sure, all right? But family, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. Thank you guys for rocking with us. I will not be able to do my Asian session stream tonight, unfortunately, unless I actually do pull up on Kyle. But I'll keep you guys updated on that for sure, guys, and let y'all know how it's all going, right? So love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for rocking with us, and we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow morning, if anything. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of y'all day.